it's recording. So yeah, that's it. There is nothing more. So if you paste this code, what you have to do now is uh, the only thing it misses is that requirements.txt. It didn't give that part. So you need to have that recordings.txt here. Requirements.txt, sorry. In this, you have to include all the imports. So
Okay.
whatever in the
And then you have to pass it to GitHub, and then from there you have to use Streamlit, right?
yeah these are the inputs. You can actually you might in the instructions, the system instructions. I need help to deploy Streamlit app. Give me the necessary imports to include on requirements.txt. So this one, and in order to keep your outputs simpler, include keep the answers. Also, it gives you a lot of code. You need to modify that also. So for the smaller part, you don't need. So this one you can use it and it runs. So you have to
Okay.
paste this code. Now we'll create. So yeah, let's see this. Let's see how it works again. So we are on the default page. We'll create a new repository. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I have RAM. So because that, since I'm
Eh, No, no problem, bro. No problem. We'll wait. We'll wait. No problem. I mean, take your time. We're not in a hurry. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, I have only 8 GB RAM and it's taken 6.1 GB. So it can happen anytime when the RAM gets overloaded. Yeah. So we'll create a new repository.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Add a README file.
Your screen is still stuck for me.
Okay. I'll
No, it's visible for us.
Fine with me.
I'll stop sharing and start again.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fine now. It's fine now.
Sorry. Okay. One. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Here we are. Repository name. Streamlit deployment. Yeah. You need to add a README file. If you don't do that, you can still work it out, but it's easier to do it this way. And you have to use public repository, because when you try to make a Streamlit app, when you create an app, you need it to be a public app for you to deploy it for
Okay.
free. Okay. So you
Okay.
have to you don't change this. Keep it as it is. and include an add readme file and create repository.
Okay.
Yeah, you can edit the readme file later. Now we'll add a file.
Why do we need a README file?
I don't know. One thing I can
Okay,
say is
okay.
that it initializes the repository. Without that, you need to include some code, right? A repository is like a folder. So in that folder, it starts by including a readme file, readme.txt. If you don't check that box, you won't have any file in that folder. So it requires some file to be in that folder. So you need to create a file. So you need to add code somewhere. So you will go to another browser where you need to enter the code. And once you save that code will initialize the folder.
Okay, so it's like basically a initialization.
Yeah, initialization. So we will include some file in the folder. Repository means folder. Readme.txt, readme is a file. We need to include at least one file in the folder for GitHub to show that folder, to save that folder properly and show it to us. Okay.
Yeah, bro, get you.
Yeah. So we have it here. We have the we have to streamlit.py. Now we have the code here. Copy, paste. You can hit Ctrl S and enter. You can also click on commit changes. Yeah, the streamlit.py is ready. We need to add another file. What file is that?
The code that we have, right?
No, we have added that code.
This is the Streamlit code, right? And then do you not have to add the model development
model
code?
model feature.
Yeah, so that is inside this.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, in
But
a,
it is a streamlit code, no?
yeah, streamlit specific code. It changes our simple Python code into streamlit usable code. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, when we train a logistic regression model, we are not so
Mm-hmm.
this is a simple example so that you get
Okay.
the basics. Oh, the different thing is that in basics you do fewer things, and in the whole part you do more things. There's no difference. So I'm just showing you the important part in a simpler way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we train the model, we get these coefficients.
Okay.
We use these coefficients to to make an app that takes those coefficients and gives us predictions. Yeah. So this is my earlier model. It takes the coefficients and gives the predictions. So what did I ask AI Studio? Yeah, take the model coefficients and give me an output. The user will give you an input and you give me an output. That's what I give me an app that does these things. See.
Okay,
So
so the coefficients are taken and then can you repeat that?
yeah, I paste the coefficients. See, I have trained a logistic regression model.
This I've understood. So the coefficients are taken by the Streamlit app to make an app.
Yeah, by Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio takes this and makes an app. This is the app code. When we paste this app code here, yeah, so this is the so we pasted our app code here. We have a streamlit.py file. We need another file so that when we deploy it on Streamlit, it works. That file is requirements.txt. Requirements.txt. Okay. So we'll ask, give me the necessary imports for requirements.txt because it hasn't given that. It would have given had
Okay,
I used. Yeah.
can I tell you what I understood?
Yeah.
So basically after the EDA, we do the model development, and from the model development, we get coefficients. Using those coefficients, we get streamlit Python required code for the app to get run, right? Using AI
Stream.
Studio,
Yeah.
and then we make a file, we import that there, and then we just add in the requirements txt, and then it's done. We are just basically taking the coefficients from the model development after we train it. We don't need the model development code at all, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We just need the coefficients. We just need the output from there.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay.
So give me the inputs for requirements.txt. Yeah, it's given us copy and paste. Now this GitHub is ready for streamlit deployment. Okay. Now we go here, deploy a public app from GitHub. Yeah. So this one will select. So our app name is streamlit.py. So this, it shows this file does not exist, and it shows a file that exists. You can change the URL to something simpler. Even app deployment might work. Yeah. So deploy. Okay. So there is an error here. This happens. What you can do is, okay, module not found error. So it needs to include another one, logistic regression. So it's okay. We don't need to understand that. We can simply give it to this, and it will give another readme.txt edit. Yeah, scikit-learn it has given us. We'll copy and we'll paste. Done. So it takes age, CBSP, PARC, and gives us predict survival. Yeah, simple. So you have to you have to give it, I mean, your requirements as, yeah, you have to give it your requirements. In this case, I just asked for a simple interface that takes in the coefficients and gives the predictions. So it gave me this code, which gave me this app. Clear?
Okay.
So
Yeah, I get you.
depending on what you require, you keep asking it multiple, I mean, you keep asking it for code, and it will give you the code. So if you keep asking it for hours and hours, you will get a code like this. Or actually, 1 minute. Yeah. So
Okay, Rahul, sorry to interrupt, but basically we got the gist of it, right?
yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
And is there any interface or any particular type of interface that they want from us?
No, it's up to you. They see, they just want you to deploy a model. You can do it however you
So
want.
that only I'm asking, like for the aesthetics and appealing look, we don't have to worry much, na?
No.
Simple is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. You have to keep experimenting with Google AI Studio. If Google AI Studio does not work, then you can use, there are others also. Like you need thinking
Right.
models, right? So this one
Mm.
gives you a long thinking context for free. Most of the time when thinking models are used, like there's a lot of traffic, right? Sometimes they don't, yeah, they take time. So this one is free, kimi.ai, and another one is DeepSeek. You must know DeepSeek.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, use these models and keep asking for code. They'll give you code, paste it, run. That's all. That's what
So
I.
to make the interface better, do we do we ask the chatbot too again?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You have to ask for the code. You have to tell it
I
what you
mean,
want.
just just keep experimenting with it, right?
Yeah.
Until
That's all.
we finally get a
That's all. There is nothing to it. You keep asking code, and
okay.
if a
And Vedant, hello,
Yes.
bro. In our model development, what did we do? We did logistic regression, KNN. Did we do KNN? Hello, hello.
yeah, hello.
Yeah, not everything. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll talk to him later. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing you
Okay,
can,
so
yeah, that's all. Based on what you require, ask it. He'll give you code,
Hello.
paste it.
Hello.
yeah, yeah, Vedant, we can hear you.
Uh,
Tell. Yeah,
what you
so
were asking?
we did logistic regression
Uh,
and
uh, we did 5 models actually, but we are not sure which we will deploy. Random
okay,
forest was done in our supervised.
okay, random forest, KNN, logistic regression, and the other two.
G, GMM
Okay, and
and one more was there. Uh, density based. What was the name?
DB scan.
DB scan, right?
okay, okay, bro.
Yeah,
So yeah, so you told this is through cloud, right?
yeah. So yeah, this
And
one,
you told me that there's another method too. You can directly do it from the local.
yeah. So you can run it locally also. Uh, let me. You can see the. You can see the screen, right? You can see the terminal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can see.
One minute. Okay, sorry. In this, actually, yeah, you'll get this. So in this case, I ran the program locally, so it opens on my computer. This runs on my computer. If you
Okay.
use this link, you won't be able to see it. Only I can see this. But if you use this link, anyone, so you can open
Okay,
this.
so the difference between using Streamlit and local is that only you can access the local one.
Yeah, so it's not just that. You use the local one for testing. So every time I
Okay.
make changes, if you remember, every time I make changes, it's slower, right? uh, I open this file, click on edit, change the code, control S, and if I want to change it again I have to edit again I have to click on this, change the file, I mean paste the new code, save. So it's too cumbersome, like too many steps. So when you do it locally, you just hit control S here and the changes will reflect on the screen. So that's why you use the local one, so that you can test the code. It's easier. You don't test it on the GitHub one because it's slower. Am I clear?
Yes.
So you can also, there's another way. Uh, this one in this Streamlit runs on cloud, not on your server, right? You can actually create a URL that will route the traffic towards your system. So you will run the website on your computer, and someone will be able to access your file on that it is running on your computer.
Can you tell? Can you tell again?
Yeah, so in this case, the code is running on the cloud, right? Another somewhere, some other computer. It's running on some other computer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can actually create a URL and make it in such a way that if someone clicks on that URL, the code runs on your computer, but they'll be able to access it. That also you can do. That's not, I mean, that's not needed. I don't know how, like, if you ask Google AI Studio, it'll give you the code or process. That's all. Yeah, that is also possible. Yeah. Done.
Okay. Fine, bro. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. I've recorded it.
I mean,
Yeah, I will.
okay.
I'll post the video on YouTube and I'll share the link with you. I'll do
Uh-huh.
it by tonight.
And also, what are they expecting from us for the last week presentation week?
They want you to deploy a machine learning model. Yeah, so how
I
we
mean, that
deploy?
is third week, right?
Yeah, third week.
I'm asking about the presentation week, the
Yeah,
last week.
they haven't given the instructions. The person who is supposed to give that is on leave.
Okay.
Mostly we'll get the instruction
Fine,
by
bro.
tomorrow.
Fine, bro. Thank you. I mean, if we have any, if you face any issues in between, I'll just ping you if that's okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, most probably we're not going to, but then anything
yeah,
in
so
between.
I have to tell you the limitations, because in this case like the prompt was simpler, like smaller. It gave the code instantly, and you could simply paste it.
Uh-huh.
But in this case, like, yeah, so if the code gets very long, like in this case, yeah, you won't be able to paste the whole code again. Like, this one is over around 3000 lines. So if you want to edit changes with this, it will give you, you can't keep asking code again, like you can't paste the code and ask for corrections. That time you will be able to, you must be able to read that, like you must be able to find out where the problem might occur and then make changes. So yeah,
Okay.
and if you like,
Is this the Streamlit
yeah, Streamlit,
code?
yeah, it is Streamlit.
This one right now, which you're showing, those 3,000 lines.
Yeah, that one I have deployed it on here. 1 minute. You can see the cloud link here. Yeah, this is the, yeah, this one is the interface for that code, for this code. So if at all you try this one, you can try, but it will take me a lot of time. If you ask for my help, it will be difficult for me to help you because it will take a lot of time from me. Other than that, smaller prompts like this one, if you need this kind of help.
So that is
can help
what
you.
algorithm is exactly?
Huh?
Hello.
Yeah.
That is which algorithm?
Which this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. So it does everything I want it to do. I know what I want to do, so I asked Google AI Studio what I told it exactly what I want to do, and it gave me the code. Sometimes it gives unnecessary code. You don't need to include those changes. That time you have to pick a part. So just like in our case, I gave the error, it gave me a correction, but we only need scikit-learn to add, right? because it's 4 lines, no problem. You can copy the whole thing and copy paste the whole thing. But when the code becomes extremely extremely large, I mean, 1 minute, I'll show you that. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, in this case, you have to give it the error and tell it exactly, give me the exact time, exact lines to change. It will give you, but sometimes it suggests much bigger changes. The whole thing it will suggest, but you don't need to include all those. Or if you need to include, you have to copy the whole thing and paste it based on where you need to based on where you need to make the changes. Okay. So
Basically, we need common sense and basic understanding of the code, right?
yeah,
Nothing new.
you need to spot the differences. You need right, spot the differences.
Huh.
Yeah, just like that.
Right.
Okay, my final question: this the 3,000 lines code that you have written, that is for what
I haven't
algorithm?
written. Google AI Studio gave me, I pasted. Yeah.
Okay, that is for what algorithm? Algorithm did it give that much big?
So this so in this case, it uses, so we use both hierarchical and k-means and draw insights based on that. Yeah. So one gives you hierarchical clustering insights, k-means clustering insights, and it's
So
also
you
used.
basically passed both the algorithm codes and then you asked it to merge them both and give it in a streamlit
Yeah, yeah,
code, right?
yeah. You have to give this file, copy the whole thing. A minute. You have to copy the whole thing here, the notebook file, and give that.
And
So
then you have asked it what prompt exactly?
yeah, so this one I copied the whole thing. 1 minute, sorry.
Okay.
This is a notebook file I have. I copy the whole thing. As you can see, I've copied. Now I go here, I paste. So
The whole code.
yeah, the whole code. You can
Okay.
also add this file, upload file, and this also you can do. And once you have this, you have to tell it what you want to do. If you don't tell it what you want to do, what will happen is this. Upload file, give me streamlit code. Okay, so because the file is too long, it's over the token limit, we can't paste the whole file. So yeah, instead of this, we can paste parts of the code based on your requirement. Yeah. So in my case, I copied this. Until, yeah, predict outlier. Yeah, until here. I copied until here and pasted. Give me. Yeah. Let us see what it gives. it has given us everything. It has given everything. Yeah. You can simply paste it now. I guess. 1 minute. So instead of pasting it on GitHub, I'll paste it locally and show it. Okay, if that's fine, right? That's also fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, you have
faster.
to create a
Yeah.
repository again.
So let's stop this. So here it takes the file. This is better, no? Yeah. So it gives this.
Can you show the prompt that you
Yeah.
have asked?
Yeah. So I just
Harsha
included.
will try and we'll do it ourselves now.
Yeah. Good. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, that's fine. But then I'm just asking. You've combined two algorithms, or else this is only one?
This one is only one. This one is isolation. This one
Okay.
is just for outlier detection.
Okay. Fine, bro. Fine. I mean, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay then.